Hi, I'm OJ, and this is What Shakin video game review. Today I'm reviewing Orcs Must Die 2, and it's created by Robot Entertainment. They're known for making Age of Empires 3 and also Age of Empires Online, but not the original Age of Empires. Was made back in 1997. That was made by someone else, and then it splintered off, and lots of people did their own things with it. Anyway, Orcs Must Die 2 is a sequel to the first Orcs Must Die. That one was released back in 2011. This was just barely released July 30th, 2012. So, excuse me a second. Awful. I just stepped outside for a second, and now, just to get some fresh air, and now my allergies are acting up. Anyway, so it's an easy game. The controls are real simple. It's the WASD controls, and you look around with your mouse, and click and shoot, and spacebar jumps, and shift sprints, and E sells traps. Anyways, it's a tower defense game where the orcs start at one place, and they come through, and they're trying to escape, and trying to set up traps and stuff and destroy them all, stop them from escaping. The maps are pretty simple and small. You can't really get too lost in them. It has a nice little mini map in the top right hand corner, and it's very good orientation. There's also an aspect of it I really like, is there's these little blue wisps of wind that go through the map, and it demonstrates kind of the path that the orcs take, and so there's no guesswork of which way they're gonna go, you know. Kind of tells you. I kind of like that. That way you can plan on setting your traps in the right spot. As far as the plot goes, I'm not so sure the orcs are really bad guys. I don't really feel much motivation to kill them. Just watch this intro video and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Was this how it would end? Trapped, surrounded, my power lost. I deserved so much more. They were coming for me. Once I was their queen, now they would be my doom. Then, out of nowhere, new rift? It was different, fragile. I felt a trickle of power returning, barely there. Not enough to mind control even a single orc. Still, the rift offered an escape. As soon as I stepped through, I saw him, standing right in front of me with that ridiculous grin plastered across his face. I only had one thing to say. Run! Was it you?
Was what me?
The rift! Can't you feel the magic returning? Did you open it?
Nah, I'm more of a closer. Hey, aren't you that crazy lady that tried to kill me?
There's no time! The orcs are right behind me!
Orcs? Nice! Now you're talking my talkie language thing.
So, as you can see, I'm not entirely convinced that the orcs are necessarily the bad guys. I don't feel very motivated to kill them. Seems like that queen lady, she oppressed them a lot, and she used mind control to stop them from escaping, and for whatever reason, I never played the first Orcs Must Die, so I don't know the whole background story. Maybe they should have included some of that in this little video. But from what I've seen, it looks like she's just a wicked woman who was racist against orcs. And now they've escaped and they just want some freedom and to live their lives. In that video I saw they had pets. Sure, they were helping each other out, climb up the mountain. They know teamwork very well, so seemed pretty good to me. Maybe if they showed a scene of an orc eating a baby or something like that, then I'd be like, oh yeah, let's kill these guys and I'll let them escape. But yeah, so maybe they could work a little bit on that plot. One thing I really liked that they did in this game was the difficulty. It seems like they did the math right. The ratio between, you know, the amount of money you get to buy enough of the right traps to do enough damage to kill all of the orcs that they send out. It seems like it's just right. So that if you do it just right, you can stop all the orcs from escaping. And so it seems like that difficulty is set perfectly. It was great. It's challenging as far as that goes. But I didn't feel my character had really any real physical risk. There was health potions around I wasn't able to pick up, or because I had full health, and they didn't seem to do a lot of damage to me. So I didn't feel like there was much of a risk of dying. Maybe they could have made it more difficult that way. I saw that there was difficulty you can unlock, the nightmare difficulty, but in order to unlock it, I'm guessing you have to play the whole game through once to unlock it. And you know, it kind of annoys me when games cater to just new people and they don't think advanced players are going to play, and advanced players have to play through a whole time. So if I were to, the game costs $14.99, so if I were to spend that money, buy this game, I would have to invest probably about 24 hours, at least, I don't know, to beat the whole game once before it's entertaining to me. And so really, the cost ratio, I mean, 24 hours, I could probably make $200 working a full-time job. It's $200, so that's $215 before I finally get to actually play the game. So maybe they could work on that a little bit. I like the strategy though. They have a lot of traps you can buy. The loot, you don't necessarily get loot as guys die. Instead, you collect skulls and points throughout the game, and you eventually get to upgrade your weapons and upgrade your traps and unlock new traps. And it seems like there's a vast amount of strategy that you can use for this game, which is good because it's a tower defense game and it's all about strategy. So I really like that aspect of it. The social aspect of it, as far as playing with friends and co-op, there is a co-op version, except for you just can play with one other person. So I got my little brother online, and him and I played together a little bit. Except for it's not going to be really good for a LAN party. There's not much of a versus mode, so you can't really do tournaments or anything like that. There is a little chart on there where you can see how well your friends are doing and kind of compete against them, but there's not a lot of real correlation with a big group of people, so that's alright. Suggestions I would make, first suggestion, I think they should add a map editor. That would be awesome to be able to design my own dungeon and then say, here friends, play in this dungeon I created and see what score you get, see if you can do it. And also, a lot of companies have been making these free-to-play games where they make money because they buy points in the game, points you can spend on unlocking things. And it seems like this game could do that. It seems like if I was able to buy points, buy these skulls, to be able to unlock stuff really in the game to make it more fun, that would be awesome. But in order for that to be really successful, it's got to be free for me first off. I'm not going to pay $15 and then keep paying more money throughout the game. I want it free, a free way to play, and then invest money on my own. That's been successful with a lot of games. Anyway, that's my review of Orcs Must Die 2. I'm OJ. And this is what's shaking in video games today, this week, never, right now. See ya.